I love it.
This house was designed by Jorge Engel.
I'm excited to see San Diego in a way I've never seen it before, and I've lived here.
I truly feel like we just got transported to Italy.
Welcome to Del Mar Country Club. It's super exclusive.
Cheers.
Southern California beach living.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Welcome to the American Dream. This is a show that goes into the real estate markets all over the nation as well as in your local markets. On today's episode, we are going to explore North County, San Diego. Specifically, I'll be showing you the area through the eyes of one of its premier realtors, Sean Caddell. First, let's learn a little bit more about the basics of North County. Along the endless blue coastline that defines the western edge of the country lies San Diego. It's a place that attracts not only sunshine, but people who have decided that if you have only one life to live, you might as well live it at the beach. North County, San Diego is easily one of the most beautiful parts of the city, offering jagged cliffs that break up the surf and pure white sand beaches that remind the locals to clock out early some days and go enjoy the life they have. North County is an inspired community made up of not only beach cottages and bungalows, but also ranches and massive estates that give locals an opportunity to own horses, tennis courts, golf memberships at private clubs, and incredible opportunities with stunning vistas. The views in North County, San Diego are simply beautiful, and from Rancho Santa Fe to Cardiff by the Sea, we will see it all on this episode. We will be showing you why North County, San Diego has become so famous for lifestyle. This episode, we'll be pairing up with local broker Sean Caddell as he shows us why he loves Cardiff and North County, San Diego so much that he decided to make a lifestyle out of moving people to his stunning beachside community. I met up with Sean at Rancho Valencia early in the morning after a spin class, and that's where our journey begins.
So how much fun was that?
I mean, what a perfect way to start the day.
So that's how I start my day almost every day, and that's why I'm filled with energy. I have so many places we're going to go to over the next couple days. Kind of an Olympic training center for dressage and jumping. We're going to go to some houses in Rancho Santa Fe. We're going to do a tour of the beach on a helicopter down the coastline, and then we're going to top it off visiting my very favorite French restaurant in Carlsbad.
Ooh, by the end of this, do you think I'm going to understand what it's like to live a day in the life of Sean?
I hope so.
Okay,
Let's go. Today we're here at Wildflower Estates, and this is the Equestrian Center. And it's both a dressage center and also hunter-jumper. The great part is it has both disciplines. Like, for example, those are the hunter-jumper horses exercising. Over here is where the hunter-jumpers actually train, Olympic hopeful and actually past Olympians. So it's a really great professional training center.
We're so close to the water, but you still get so much land, and you feel like you're inland with all of this. I I've heard a lot of talks about Olympians training here too. Talk to me about that.
My partner Guenter is actually right over here. So Guenter's a 3-time Olympian.
Guenter and Kara.
Nice to meet
So
you.
nice to meet you too. Like I heard a lot about Olympians training here, and you're one of them.
Yes, there are actually a few of them around here. I think the climate and the nice weather conditions here are very conducive to our kind of training and for the horses.
Guenter's lucky he gets to train a lot of the Olympic hopefuls or the other trainers that are training other people. He gets to participate with them and coach them.
Nice. So you get to keep your legacy moving and get to be proud of it.
While having the perfect life, you go home, you serve, and it's perfect.
The amazing thing about this farm is there's Olympic caliber and Olympic hopeful riders here, which is great. In fact, one of my very good friends, Anna Buffini, is here.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What are you training for?
I am an Olympic hopeful, like he said. My incredible coach, his partner, Guenter Seidel, has been coaching me for the last couple of years, and we are out here hours and hours a day working our butts off and trying to get to our goal.
Super cool. What's the next competition?
Next competition is in a couple weeks in Temecula, California, wine country. And yeah, so that's the first step to getting to the Olympics.
And Anna was the National Young Rider Champion a couple different years, correct?
Yeah, a couple different years for Young Rider and then the under 25 division, and then we were longlisted for the Olympic trials in 2016, and so we're just going to keep taking the next step one day at a time till we get there.
It's interesting, Anna's mother was also an Olympic athlete, so it's in her genes.
Yeah, thankfully. My dad was on the Irish national soccer team, so they set the bar pretty high.
Awesome. So nice to meet you, Anna.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome to Del Mar Country Club. It's super exclusive. A lot of the notable people from San Diego that live here do because of the privacy factor. So I wanted to show you the 19th hole.
I thought there was only 18 holes in golf.
Trust me, this is why people really golf.
Okay, this is the true reason people end up golfing.
This is one of my favorite places to meet up with clients and friends. Can you believe this is right down the street from the ocean? It's unbelievable, isn't it? Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
Awesome. How are you?
Good.
What's up, Ryan? Good to see you too. Can we join you?
Oh, please do.
So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was a project that Ryan had going on in Caddell.
We were very fortunate in that we had a wonderful architect who does mostly modern homes. And my wife went to him and said, we want to do this Santa Barbara style Spanish home. And so he was able to combine those two aspects, the modern and the Spanish. And that's where we got the final design.
So for someone who's thinking about doing the same thing, would you advise to do it? Would you go through the process again? Was it worth it?
Yes. In retrospect, I would have told myself to be a little more patient. Other than that, I would say I would absolutely recommend doing it, because if you start from scratch, you're going to get what you want.
Right.
And that's the most important part.
And how cool is it that now we're here in Del Mar and we were just in Cardiff? It's so close. We got here in maybe 13 minutes.
The thing we love the most about Cardiff is you literally have Southern California beach living surrounded by Rancho Santa Fe, which, you know, equestrian, beautiful country clubs like here. And then you have the big city. You have San Diego, 30 minutes to the south, the international airport.
I'm so glad we can get together today. Cheers.
You too. Cheers.
Thank you so much for an awesome day.
Thank you. You showed me your stomping grounds, and I don't think I could have done it any other way.
See, it doesn't even seem like work,
It
like
doesn't?
what we did today.
What a beautiful day checking out the equestrian and country club scenes in North County, San Diego. So much more than just beaches. Now, let's find out what's happening in your neighborhood.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Gaetjen with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and PenFed Realty. I'm here in historical Fairfax City, Virginia. Today we're going to look at some of the history of Fairfax, along with a local listing of mine, and finally end up with a local business owner and past client. So first of all, we're going to check out the Huddleston Library, also known as Old Town Hall. So come on, let's go check it out, man. Hey, we're here at the Old Town Hall, also known as the Huddleston Library. This building was built in 1900 by Joseph B. or E. Willard. He was also a Confederate spy for Jeb Stuart. The significance of this building is that it's now a national historical site. And back in the day when I was at George Mason University, we used to have rugby parties. Actually, I had my wedding reception here in 1990. So now we're gonna go check out a local listing, which is right around the corner. So let's check it out. We just took a quick stroll down from Old Town Hall to my new listing here on Mayfair at Main. This is such a local and great area that there's so much in and around, you can walk to anything. So let's go on and check out my new listing here right now. In the real estate market, quartz is in like flint, and this house has it, along with white cabinet, all the chrome brass handles, and along with the stainless steel appliances. It also has all wood engineered floors all the way through the home. So let's go on upstairs and check out the rest of the property. And here we are walking into the master bedroom. And the greatest thing about a master bedroom is an awesome master bathroom. Okay, now that we've seen the master bedroom suite, I want to check out my favorite part of the home, the rooftop terrace. So let's go check it out, man. And out here is the courtyard, which is awesome. And over here, we've got a great area for living and hanging out. Right around the corner, you can see the city of Fairfax in historical area. And from this view, you're definitely living the American dream. Hey everybody, we're here at the Centers of America, Fairfax, and we're here to see my good friend and client, Dr. Nick Morrow. Hey buddy, what's going on?
Good to have you here.
Hey, just wanted to see how you're doing, and also to how business has been for you, and what was the reason why you like being here in Fairfax City?
Well, we've been in Fairfax for almost 11 years now. We have our 11-year anniversary coming up on St. Patrick's Day.
Awesome.
So that was a good, fun day for us, and in that time I have moved several times, bought a house, met my wife, had some children, had a 1-year-old birthday party this weekend, and I have got to meet some amazing business owners, amazing businesses, and some really stand-up people, and the Fairfax City just always impresses me.
Well, the other thing is, what kind of events do you do to promote your business, and not only promote your business, but help the community in general?
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we do a lot of things on the internet. We do a lot of things as far as telling what kind of business we do with trying to help people and keep people being active. But, you know, the best part is about being part of the community. So we're constantly involved with different races, different charities. We're sponsoring schools. We're sponsoring the fire department, the police department. Wanted to be a part of this community for over 10 years, and it's rewarded us, and I just try to give back as much as we can, and it's been a pleasure.
That's fantastic. Well, let's talk about the main reason I'm here is I want to get an adjustment, and he knows how to adjust the gorilla better than anybody I know.
All right, gorilla, let's get you adjusted. Come on over.
The recreational lifestyle in North County, San Diego. Now it's time to see how people really live here. This is where Sean's expertise really comes in handy. Only an agent at his level can show us homes of this caliber.
So Kara, this is a new listing that I have coming up, and it's a European-inspired estate. It's called the River Trail.
I truly feel like we just got transported to Italy.
Well, wait till you get inside. It's even better than Italy.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
Nice.
So this is one of my very favorite parts of this house. Check this out. His and her couches.
Oh my gosh.
His and her TVs.
These couches deserve applause.
They do.
So you have a TV, I have a TV. There's no fighting. Fireplace in the middle. So is this kind of what makes it feel like Italian? You've got these like huge beams.
I like to say more European inspired versus Italian because it's not that specific, which is awesome because it translates over many different design styles and many different tastes. Like for example, we have this unbelievable billiard room, we have a theater room, we have a wine cellar,
What I'm noticing too is this house has a lot more details than a lot of other homes that I see in terms of the walls. The architecture is very intricate. This is awesome. Okay, where are we going now?
We're gonna go to my second favorite part, which is the office. It's the best office I've ever seen.
Let's go. Wow.
Isn't this awesome?
Oh.
Can you imagine conducting business from here every day?
So when you watch Cribs, I feel like they always say the magic happens in the master. I feel like the magic happens in this room.
I think if you have a house like this, you gotta work hard to pay for it. It's pretty awesome with the master that opens up into the pool area and the guest house. We're just under 12,000 square feet. Then there's the workout room, there's a sauna.
And beyond this beautiful lot, you see the golf course. It's beautiful.
It's really like your own estate. And then we have an outdoor kitchen here.
This is the life.
It is the life.
It really
Could be
is.
yours.
Oh, hopefully.
So now we're at Las Ventanas, and it's completely different than the house we just saw. It couldn't be more different because that's the European style of a home. And this one is contemporary, it's modern, it's super cool, super slick.
I feel like we're at the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of architecture, and I cannot wait to see what the inside looks like.
This is like a James Bond house.
With the shades and the house, I feel it all.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, Sean, Kara.
Charna, how are you?
Welcome. Great to see
Good
you.
to see you too.
Thanks for having us today. I can't wait to share your house with her because we just came from a European style home, and this is like the epitome of contemporary and modern.
It's exciting. Come on in.
You know what's so interesting about this house? I've been here probably 5 times now, and every time I come, it's like peeling an onion back because there's so many different layers to this house.
Right. The architect was really in touch with a certain look of his style. The minute we saw it, we knew this was it. The privacy, the beauty of the area, the exclusivity of it. It was homey, yet exactly what we wanted in terms of contemporary and modern. And we entertain, so the flow that we get for entertaining our guests is amazing. We've got our bar, theater, kitchen, the living room and dining room are right around the corner, and it's so conducive to having a great time and a great party.
And I feel like this house would be killer for entertaining.
It is, and speaking of that, follow me to the bar.
Okay.
What do you think? You have time for a little cocktail?
So this house was designed by Jorge Engel, and he's out of La Jolla, and this is about 8,800 square feet.
Well, I think it's just, the theme of the house, and it's ironic that we're on Las Ventanas, which means the windows, and the house is full of them, and the shape of the windows in certain areas ties into how he softened the ceilings, and he just built it with such architectural integrity and kind of genius, honestly. The house is really kind of like a home sculpture. Shall we go and check out the pool area?
Absolutely.
I'm dying to see the back.
All right, well, come this way. Follow me.
Don't forget your martini.
All right, you guys. Here it is. Here's the money shot.
This is so amazing out here.
Wow. This backyard is astounding.
It's pretty unbelievable.
Okay, now for the part we've been waiting for this whole time. We're headed to the beach, but Sean insisted there's a much more exciting way to take in the coastline. I can't wait to show you what we did.
So for educated, great realtors, it's actually like more interesting, more fun. It's more of a business. It's more professional.
Yes,
I
that's
believe.
a really good point. James, what do you think?
James, I have something to say about that. This actually isn't James.
Oh my God! Seth, what are you doing here?
So Mark, I really want to take Tara on a tour of the coastline.
I'm excited to see San Diego in a way I've never seen it before, and I've lived here.
Can we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Traffic approaching the harbor, Cessna southbound, 3,500. 43,500.
Wow, look at how nice the waves look. You can't see that from the freeway or on the other side, so you have to...
And look, we're not in traffic. The racetrack looks so beautiful from the sky, right? So does Del Mar.
It'd be fun to bet on horses and watch them from up here.
And then you just call somebody down below.
Yeah, 50,000 on number 8. Wow, this is so drop dead gorgeous. Do I ever have to leave?
And then we're gonna drop in. That's Torrey Pines State Park.
This is my favorite hike in San Diego.
The only way to see our city. The most phenomenal way to see our city. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark, times a million. You're watching The American Dream, the only show to bring you national and local real estate trends every week. Now it's time to see what's happening in your own backyard.
And joining us again out of your DC market is Sheila Zelghi. She is with Sheila & Co. of Samson Properties. Sheila, we always love having you on the program. Thank you so much for being back.
Hi, Jen. Thanks for having me.
So, Sheila, we often hear people focusing in on, in your area, companies coming in, but really specifically Amazon. And we're actually going to talk about some other exciting opportunities and business developments that are in the area or coming into the area that are not Amazon. So tell us a little bit about what we can be looking forward to.
Yeah, so like you said, for some reason, everyone's just, well, no, not for some. Amazon's huge. That's why everyone's focusing on it. But there are potential and current projects underway in Northern Virginia. So the first one being, it's not here yet, it's proposed. It's similar to the wharf in DC. So there's a wharf-inspired development coming into Northern Virginia potentially, and it features a boardwalk, al dente style dining, as well as waterfront living. So that project, which is also known as the Quartz District, is currently under reviews by officials in Prince William County. That 145-acre development reportedly will have 1,000 residential units, 200,000 square feet of office space, retail shops, as well as a man-made lake. So if all things go off without a hitch, they could potentially start that project in 2021.
Wow, that's incredible. So that's a big one, and that's going to bring jobs to the area, and that, of course, is going to help real estate as well. Isn't that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Correct.
Well, that project sounds absolutely fabulous, and I'm sure that that will bring so many jobs into the area. It sounds beautiful with the man-made lake as well. Are there any other projects that are happening in the foreseeable future in the area?
Yeah, so currently right now, you know, with Northern Virginia, we're going through such an economic boom that there's so many projects underway. So I'll really just have time to go over two. One of which is within the little city of Falls Church. And yes, it's called the Little City because it is little, but don't let that name fool you because it does pack a big punch. That city within itself is probably one of the most expensive areas to live in all of the United States, as well as having one of the best school systems, which brings me to one of the huge projects in that area, which is the George Mason High School and George Mason Middle School. They're going through a bit of a facelift, I guess you could say, and the award-winning building is net zero ready as well as LEED gold certified. That project should be completed around December 2020 as well, or probably like January 2021. And then the other project that I wanted to highlight is within the city of Fairfax. That 7-phase project is called NorthFax. That's really just going to be honing in on vehicle and pedestrian mobility. It's supposed to reduce congestion, eliminate flooding, and just overall improve traffic.
So what does this mean for Northern Virginia?
So Northern Virginia right now already has a robust real estate market, but what this will do is really improve the quality of life and really, like you mentioned, create great job opportunities for many people. And ultimately, at the end, will be huge for homeowners that look to sell in the future.
Absolutely, it can only help values. Sheila, thank you so much for highlighting these exciting projects that are coming into the area and for being on with us today.
Yes, you're very welcome. It's always a great time being here.
And we'll be right back with more of The American Dream.
After seeing so much of North County, San Diego with Sean, I'm starting to become sold on why Sean thinks it's the best place in the world. And after showing me around town, it was definitely time to wrap up with a good meal at one of Sean's favorite restaurants.
So we're here today with my friend John Resnick, and he just opened June à Jolie, my very favorite restaurant in San Diego. Can you tell us about your inspiration for opening such an awesome place?
Yeah, so June Jolie, we've been here for just a month now on State Street in Carlsbad Village. I think the inspiration for the restaurant was really the community, first and foremost. So we have Campfire right down the street, which we've had for about 2.5 years. And we opened that because we wanted to create something special for the community to come in, eat some good food, have some good drinks. Our friends bought this building. It used to be a secondhand furniture store. We started talking about doing a restaurant here. And so for us, the inspiration really is about what does the community want and maybe need, and then we try to take a bit of a risk. And if it's something we get excited about, then we want to do it. So our chef, Andrew Bachelier, had just come back from a trip to Paris, and we thought we could do something kind of special and unique for the area.
And we're on State Street, so we're in Carlsbad, in the downtown district, and it's cool because there's so much life here, so it really adds that new element that I think Carlsbad really needs. What do you think when people come in here? What's their favorite thing?
People seem kind of equally excited about the space and the food.
Your food is very different than most restaurants in town. Where do you get most of your ingredients?
We definitely try to be as much of a locally sourced restaurant as possible. So in terms of our produce, things are coming from a variety of local farms. Our raw bar, we have oysters from the Pacific Northwest to the East Coast to right over here at the Carlsbad Aqua Farm. In terms of meat, we do source a little bit farther away for some of those things because the ranches in San Diego, unfortunately, aren't really here yet.
Dining is becoming so much more than food. It always has been. It's an experience, and I feel like Campfire and this, it truly is. You know when you're going there, it's an experience.
They say that it used to be that you would go out to dinner and a show, and now dinner is the show.
It's the show. Well, with all this talk about the food, the drinks, do we get to try any of it?
We're gonna have a glass of wine. How's
Woohoo!
that?
I love it.
Just
Even
one?
better.
It depends. All right. Thank you, John.
Cool. Thank
My
you so
pleasure.
much, John. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's been another great episode of The American Dream. Thank you, Sean Caddell, for showing me North County in a way I've never seen it before. Thanks to all of our partners around the nation for continuing to produce great content, and thanks to our viewers for making this show possible. We'll see you next week for another great episode.